text from Connor.
Oh my god, so needy. He reads the text first.
Yeah,
Gets that, obviously.
Yeah.
Doesn't respond to it and then listens to the voicemail. Really, really needy. Damn.
So I'm staring at my compad. Does it do it like where you where someone reads the message, it does a check mark by it after it's been received?
Yeah, it didn't go like that for a good while.
Yeah. It eventually like marks as read.
Oh, okay. So this isn't right after I sent it.
No.
Okay.
No, it takes a while. Doesn't respond to it though at first.
Well, fuck you guys.
I mean, my gambling character is the one I don't want to go down there at the moment.
So I'm just sitting there, looking lonely, drinking my beer, talking to the shock suit that I've got propped up in a little station,
Isn't Faye
eventually.
there?
hanging racks or whatever.
Isn't Faye there?
No, she's not returned yet.
Oh yeah, she went out looking for her friend, didn't she?
I believe the first person to show up would be Francis and a +1.
So I'm drinking my beer and I'm like, no one likes me. No one acts like they like me. I don't understand that. I thought I was a very likable guy. Just looking at the suit, like, at least it's not going to run away.
At least this won't run away from me.
We hope.
Like
It
the
still
dude
chooses
in
not to answer,
Airplane.
though. It still chooses not to answer you, though.
Yeah, so
you accidentally
eventually
made a self-aware suit.
Francis walks in.
I bet he doesn't walk in. Remember,
I think he knocks.
Yeah. All right. Who is it? Turns on shield. Zzz. Pulls out laser pistol. Check. Or plasma pistol. Checks. Who is it?
Connor, please let me in.
Oh, hey, Frenchie. Holsters. Turns it off. Goes over to the door.
Yeah, you hear several locks open.
And then, please, you hear, please press hand on data pad or on pan for biometric scan. Retinal scan. Opens.
He doesn't put his hand on the pad.
No. It's all Connor. It's all through
All
the
right.
door that you hear
I
this.
was like, what the hell? I'm not putting any hand on my pad.
You don't know where it's been.
I'm head of security, bitch.
No, because he would just be like, Connor, just open the fucking door.
Yeah, I know.
He's been doing that.
So I open the door. I'm like, hey, Frenchie, how are you?
You do notice that you just don't want people to know where you are. You should just not answer when people knock on the door, right?
Well, I want certain people to come in, like my friends, like you.
Then why
And
don't
then-
you have a computer that has a camera feed as the outside door?
Because honestly, I haven't thought about it until just now.
There you go. It's much more easier for you and for everyone else.
And as soon as Francis says that, I look off to the distance, like at the fourth wall, like I'm an idiot. And then goes over to his station and pulls out his data slab and, just does a quick throwing shit together. Postec, right?
Mm-hmm.
Linguini tech.
Yeah, so you managed to slap together a good security system.
So I go and install that shit. I'm like, and the whole time I'm like, Man, why didn't I think of that? You're so fucking smart, Francis.
Yeah, okay.
I know. Did you say there was a +1? Did you say there was a
Yeah,
+1?
there is. There is someone with you. Who do you think would be with Francis?
Yeah, but you know by who? Which one?
It would actually wouldn't be the main one. It would probably be one of the 10s.
Yeah.
Yeah, this very, very attractive lady is with Francis.
Oh, and I'm like, completely didn't notice her until I was installing the security system. I'm like, hi, like up on the step ladder, putting it over the door, and reach out my greasy, nasty hand and like shake.
This person daintily like shakes your hand.
Like, that's nice to meet you. I'm Devlin O'Connor.
It's nice to meet you as well.
And in Japanese, I say, it's kind of rude not to state your name when someone else states their name. And I'm smiling like.
And then she replies in Japanese. It's even more rude to ask someone who's superior to you their name.
Bow,
Bow, bow, bow, bow, bow.
And I'm like, yeah, true. Fuck. And installing the thing. And Connor is bleeding on the floor from those shots fired.
You've just got massive. You're just now like Swiss cheese.
Yep. Wait, if she's my superior, is she wearing like command science?
It's science team, so.
Oh, then fuck it. I'm definitely not going to push it any farther than that. Because then where'd Connor go? We don't know. Here's his new character.
Who's a gimp.
Yeah, roll me 3d6 6 times, please. What for? No reason.
So I dust off my workstation. Of course, the top secret thing's hidden. I've probably made a cabinet or made it where it like the hydraulic lift goes down into the cabinet, completely secret panelish kind of thing.
Do you have like a table? I'm guessing you have a table like in the middle of the room right now.
Yeah, I've completely redid this workstation into like a living workstation. So there's a thing. I probably rustled up a few more chairs, like expecting like 8 people to show up. There's like 5 extra chairs or something like that, and no one else will show up.
I have a question. Did you give your comm number?
Well, I would assume so.
Okay, then there's probably a text saying how many people are being expected.
I expect 8, but I can always go and get more chairs if you have someone coming. Send.
Just the reply saying no, just to know how much food supplies needed for the bread.
Oh, enough for 8 people. Actually, make it 16. I'm very optimistic.
Wow.
Oh dear God.
And then I get enough for 30 people. GM, does that cost me much?
Yes, it does. It costs you 100 credits.
I'm fine with that.
Alright.
Do you have a fridge for this alcohol that I have?
Oh, you brought alcohol? Yeah, and I point to like a busted up mini fridge. That came off of my ship. That luckily they were able to salvage some of it, some of the things that were on it, and that's one of it. I've had that thing for 10 years. It works great if you kick it.
He takes out because he's got. You're probably using the basket that had all the art stuff in it, to be honest, because it's the only basket he has. And he pulls out like 2 bottles of red wine, puts them on the table because they don't go on a fridge because it's red wine. And then he puts like probably a bottle of vodka in there, And then like pulls out a chair and says, Alex, would you care to sit?
Alex, that's your name. That's good to know.
She just looks at you and says, "It's no problem," and she just like sits like down next to you.
Yeah. Then he sits and what do you care to drink actually?
There's Bud Light in my fridge. Or Space Bud Light.
Space Light.
Yeah, Space Light. That's it.
I'll be right back.
So,
Miller, let's be honest here, Miller.
no. Space
Miller
Light.
Space.
Space. It's because there's so much space between the alcohol.
He probably just pours her a red wine.
Yeah.
So I go over to my
She's a lady
shop
after all.
sink and roll up my sleeves and scrub the grease and grit and stuff off so I'm not like complete mess.
Disgusting.
Yeah. And of course I've got grease like all across my forehead and shit like that, but I don't wash that off because, you know, I'm completely oblivious to it.
Yeah. All right. So next person to show up would probably be Salazar.
I'm guessing the doors is also just like bang, bang, bang.
I'm like, I start to say, or I look up and I start to go, huh, oh wait, and look at my data slab.
Yeah.
Like,
you
oh,
you
it's-
see Salazar.
And I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Connor, would it not? He says, like, would it just not be prudent to leave the door open while you're expecting people at the moment? Actually, I mean, you do kind of have free people to shoot whoever comes in a single file door.
That's true. But I don't know how quick that crow guy is.
Excuse me?
He's one of those bird initiative fuckers that commissioned me to build a shock suit or something. I was going to build a shock mech, but they didn't really say anything about supplies, so I cheaped out on them.
There's
no
truly
I have,
no secrets, is there?
I have no idea who you are talking about.
Guys wearing bird masks?
Nope.
No idea.
Nope.
I mean, Salazar, you know what he's talking about.
But he's not in the room yet.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
inside.
Oh, dang
I'm
it.
walking over there and undoing all the locks, like.
Like I'm like rubbing my temple if you see on the data slide and like, Connor, if you are asking somebody in, could you at least like open the fucking door?
I'm working on it. You hear a fucking igniter spark, you know? And I just unlock all the locks and do all the
Leave it
scans.
unlocked.
Open the door.
Yeah.
But
Hi.
yeah, they're these. The only guy I've met's got like a ceramic mask in the shape of a crow. It's kind of creepy and really ill-tempered. I didn't understand him.
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
but he asked me to build him something to combat the weird mega psychic that attacked the station.
Did
But
he
she
mention a name?
I mean, he said his name was Crow.
Hey, I'm gonna drop out of the call really quick to talk with someone.
All right.
I'll be back.
Once again, there's no one like that to just talk to me.
Aren't you head of security now?
We?
Then shouldn't you know about people running around with monoblades and crow masks?
I mean, people literally walk around this station with guns all the time.
Case
Yeah,
in
but
point.
you think you would know somebody, or I mean, somebody in a crow mask. I mean, come on.
No?
As soon as I thought about him, I thought about your painting, though. That was really good artwork that Tin Cup stole. Damn it, Tin Cup. And Connor just looks down at the floor to the left like, motherfucker. Anyway, but nah, he threatened me with physical violence. But, he was going to pay me money to make this, so I kind of overlooked it. Didn't even report it. Everyone threatens me with physical violence at least once or twice when they're getting to know me.
Don't forget you're hearing all this, Alistair.
Yeah, you are hearing all this.
I am not saying anything about the crow. I'm just like, when he looks at me, I just like Shrug. Well, if somebody threatens you that much, maybe it's not really only their problem, but maybe it's also you with your attitude. I'm not sure. I only we didn't really do much stuff together apart from that one mission, and I'm saying that all in character.
Yeah, and so at that point, Francis looks at you and says, "Do you know anything about this, Salazar?"
To be fair, I forgot. Did the crow told me that he wants to keep it a secret, or?
No, like he didn't say anything about keep it
yeah,
secret,
out of
but
character,
it was
no.
Owl that talked to you.
Right.
Out of character, I asked him specifically, is this top secret, confidential, everyone knows? And he said he didn't care as long as I didn't try to double cross him or something.
Yeah, like
So I'm basically, of course I'm not talking about the red matter spike drive because she said it's secret, don't tell anyone. But this one I'm like, I'm proud of it because it's like the fucking easy bake molecular oven. It actually makes bread out of nuts and bolts. That's fucking amazing. That sort of thing.
Think for a moment if this is a secret or not, and I sighed because after all, Francis is a boss. And I take a seat and say, well, I have yet to meet a person with a crow mask. A guy, a raven, and an owl on another hand. I have met them, yes. They seemed professional enough.
Well, I mean, this guy was
maybe even
professional.
friendly.
This guy was professional for the first, 5-6 minutes of talking to me. After that, it kind of broke down.
And whose fault was it?
Well, I mean, he was saying stuff, and it was really hard to take him seriously when he was, saying things like, there's more in our order, and he says owl and raven, and I just, bust out laughing. I mean, it's hard to take anyone in a bird mask serious.
Depends on the situation.
For the future,
At this point, Francis probably stands up. Salazar, sorry, where are my manners? This is Alex. Salazar? Alex Salazar? Salazar, Alex. I'm
yeah, I
pointing to the
try
woman next to
to
him.
bow courteously because I guess the end that out of character, is she one of the frames from the core or not? I'm not sure.
You don't recognize it, like
you just see an incredibly beautiful
woman.
woman.
You don't recognize it.
Yeah, I don't recognize it. Okay, so I just
on a normal hot scale, she's a 10. On a Francis scale, she's a 9.
yeah, so I bow. I try to act as a gentleman, say hello to her. Hello, Alex. I'm Salazar. Nice to meet you. Or rather, a pleasure to meet you.
Sorry, I'm typing something out real quick.
Yeah,
Right.
also I just said...
You just introduced yourself, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
try to act introduce myself and not come as a gentleman, more or less, not as a douchebag or something.
Of course.
Speaking of douchebags, Connor goes, "Hey, Salazar, you want a beer?"
I just... I'm off the shift, so I might as well.
So I go over and I'm like, "Oh wait, Francis brought wine and vodka. And I also have Space Light in the fridge. Do you want some Space Light, vodka?"
I might try wine. I am really not in the mood to waste myself with a vodka.
Okay, I pull out the bottle of vodka. It's nice and chilled by this time, right?
It would have been chilled on the way down. Like as in,
Okay.
he would have had it cold.
All right, I go over. I bring him I go over to the station. Did you bring any extra wine glasses with you or anything?
Just 2.
Just two? Okay, so I go over to the stock shelf and I'm like, I grab like 4 or 5 glasses full of nuts and bolts and stuff like that and dump them out on the counter and rinse the glasses out and blow the dust out and stuff like that and bring them over. I'm like, here you go, and pour the wine in one of them and pass it to Salazar. And I crack open my beer and pour myself a thing of vodka.
Thank you. So I believe it's like usual. Does anyone have a good idea for a toast?
To actually making friends on this hellhole station. I mean,
Might as well. Cheers.
so much enthusiasm.
All right, does Laz eventually show up?
No, he's not one for card games.
Francis is going to text you and he's going to say, "Please help me."
Then he'll get a response. With what?
I'm at Connor's, gambling, playing cards. Actually, no, I wouldn't say
See,
gambling. 'Cause he would say
I
playing
think
cards.
at this point you'll get a response, and the entire screen of your compad
Yeah.
is filled with in caps.
So are you
Isn't that
coming
true?
on? So are you coming or not?
That's your second. That's your second one done then.
I'd say he was going to pull it on you, even if you did, even if you said no. Like it was, yeah. You can come.
I'll see if I can drag Lucy along. If I've got to suffer this torment, she's going to as well.
So,
Oh, yeah, bring
how
around
long
the
would
French
it take me
person.
to come back with the supplies?
Probably the
Alright,
next
so-
person.
So Faye shows up.
Hello,
Hey,
I'm
right.
back. Hi there, Mr. You know, you told me your first name, but not your last.
No, I told you my nickname.
Ah,
My full name is Devlin O'Connor, and everyone just calls me Connor or shitface or asshole or that guy we don't really like.
Ass face.
Assface.
I see.
I don't know
Uh,
why people call me everything except for the ass face. Because I feel I'm a likable guy.
Well,
Mm,
And
Surprised
Francis
you-
and Salazar are all looking off in the distance like, don't, no.
It would be too easy.
What did you say? Sorry, I didn't hear. I was not listening. What did you say, Connor?
I said, I don't know why anyone calls me all of those names except for ass face. I know that. I'm a pretty likable guy, I thought.
Francis just probably nodding.
I
you don't.
see. Well, I didn't expect 2 people from security. Oh wait, no, you did tell me of Francis coming. And, well, it's nice to meet you while you're off work.
Did
And
you say
hope-
that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then, who's ready to start playing?
Might as well. As I said to... I'm not playing with money. Gambling is...
Of course not.
And I go and I collect some nuts or some washers from everywhere, some different sized ones, and I say, "We'll just use these for, chips." And I pull out 4 different sized washers.
You pull out lots of them. Like you have like hundreds, maybe
Yep.
even thousands of them in a bin somewhere.
Hey, Chris, go over to my goals. I'm adding a goal for this evening.
Yes.
Go back.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
If you could give me an XP total on that to make sure that you've read it at least.
Well, you can't have 4 goals at a time.
Oh. Well, I'm pretty much abandoning my first goal. Because I'm starting to like the people here. So I don't want to go on a killing spree.
You mean leave the station? Yeah.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
it was.
I know. Because you mentioned it before.
Yeah, I know. But for those of people who hadn't heard me mention it before, which is half the people in the room, but thanks for ruining the joke. I appreciate it.
No, the joke was made. It was funny.
All right. So I say, "Oh, Faye, what do you want to or Bright, what do you want to drink? We have vodka and wine now."
And Space Light.
Yeah, and Space Light.
Well, we've had Space Light.
I'm back.
All right, so
I would be
Lazarus,
fine with
you do manage to drag Lucy along with you.
Good.
Damn.
Obviously, she's kind of like complacent at the moment, so
For the fucking of a lifetime.
exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking 20 bitch.
Actually, you didn't give her the best you could possibly do, though.
No, I know. In the back of my mind, I know I could do better.
All right, so yeah, you guys show up. Is the door open and unlocked?
No, hell no.
I would say to